Good morning, everyone. So, guys, we keep giving you wonderful news of selection of our candidates. SSB Short Academy has a record number of selections. Every now and then you'll find some candidates coming back to the academy after getting selected. Here is Anulaksh, a very intelligent boy, very calm and cool, who cracked the SSB. And that is AFCAT from Mysore. So he is going to share his experiences. A very, very intelligent person. And though he maintains a low profile, but very, very dynamic guy. He has been our student. So sharing the experience of a successful person, I feel it is really eye-opening. Because what I can teach you is one part. What you can learn from your fellow candidates who has been a student here, how he made it is another thing, guys. I understand the benefits of this. It is going to really help you to a great deal. You can ask any doubts, particularly the guys who are going for the AFCAT.
I have a great opportunity for students who are now going to 11th or 12th class next year. We have something called the Foundation Course, in which students can join us in 11th class or the 12th class. For the Foundation Course students, we have options of the CBSE board as well as the state board. And along with their school education, we also prepare them with evening classes for the NDA exam. Apart from that, they also get to live in a total army-focused environment in a 28-acre lush green campus with proper military obstacles. And you'll also get the support and guidance from senior military officers and experienced educators. So if any of the parents are watching this video and if you feel interested in this particular course, feel free to reach out to us. If you live in Bangalore or anywhere close by, you can also come over and visit our campus.
Good evening, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing?
Fine.
Fine or great?
Great.
Should be great, na? So first of all, you must be knowing the procedure of SSB. The whole 5-day procedure of SSB, the screening process and the stage 2. You all are aware about all those things, yes, right? So for direct entries, I'll advise one thing. If you're going for technical or NCC entries, your OIR should be really good. Later on, the second thing for stage 1 is the most important thing, PPDT. Inside PPDT, your narration should be good. Narration should be short and crisp and good. Right? So your narration should be within 45 seconds only. People will tell you will get 1 minute, but sometimes what happens if you're going more than 45 seconds or 50 seconds, so they'll say ki next. The next person can narrate their story, but that will be embarrassing for you also. Then your group discussion, you may get a chance or sometimes you may not get a chance to speak in the GD, the PPDT GD, but you should at least try for thrice or 4 times, at least 3 to 4 times to speak. You should try for it. Later on, for AFCAT entries, for AFSBs, your stage 2 psychology test will be conducted on very first day only. But for the other entries, for Army and Navy, your that psychology test will be on your second day. You all know about the psychology tests, TAT, WAT, SD, everything, SRT. So there are certain rules and some advice for all the tests that will not cover today. If you have some doubt, you may ask, but later on, like in your psych class, in other classes as well, we will be discussing about all the tests. But apart from this, you're going for your GTO. So 9 tests you have, and the most important test of your GTOs are like lecturate and GD and GPE. So I think GPE is the test where you can score the most in your GTO. Why? Because there you have to perform yourself in papers only. Do we have any other test in GTO where we have to perform in papers? No. Only one test where we have to perform in papers. So it's all in our hand. What we are writing, what we are planning, what we are expressing for our GPE, for our planning. So your planning should be some tricky, something that should be liked by all your group as well as your teacher as well, that assessor as well. Right? So that GPE should be, according to my I mean, my experience, your GP is the one of the most important test in your GTO. Then your lecturate part. For your lecturate, I would be telling you a certain word power. वो एक trick होती है. Using that trick, you can organize your lecturate well. Because what happens na, in 3 minutes time you have been given for your lecturate, you know na? So in that 3 minutes of time, you cannot gain knowledge and you cannot even recall all your knowledge for your lecturate for any topic. So what you can do is, whatever knowledge you have memorized for that time, you can organize that knowledge. You can organize your thoughts and then you can deliver. The assessor is not interested on the knowledge part. He is not interested what facts you are telling. He is not interested what news you are telling. He is interested on your own thoughts. Like what you think about the topic, what you are telling about the topic. So this is the way you can organize your thought. This is just an example what I wanted to give you for your lecturate. Later on, if your GD, your GP, there are lots of tricks and things what you should prepare on behalf of those things that we cannot cover in one class, of course. Your GTO sir, your psychologist ma'am will be telling you enough things to get prepared for your SSB. Apart from those things, whenever we will get some time, we'll discuss further things, right? Any question as of now, gentlemen? Yeah, sure.
Lecturate, we will get 3 topics.
No, 4 topics.
4 topics. So,
Yeah.
according to you, which one we should take? Like 2 hours?
So, basically if you see, we can part the lecturate topics in 3 parts. There are high level topics, there are medium level topic, then low level topics. So usually you can say the IR topics or geopolitical topic, we can say them the high level topic, because these are the things high level people talk on, right? So these are like, as I told you, India-EU relation, then Indo-China relation, or any of the topic, like I was getting a topic called DRDO, usefulness of DRDO. So these kind of topic of what, if you are having enough knowledge, if you have thought about the things, if you have been preparing of the things, then only you can talk about these topics, isn't it? So these are called high level topic. Then medium level topic can be about social topics, like there was a topic, usefulness of Premier Leagues. Is this a topic? That daily shows, what do we call them, serials? Daily based shows?
Soap operas.
Sorry?
Soap operas.
So these kinds of topic are called medium level topic. Then topics like my hobby, my friend, or usefulness of your own things, my classroom, my school. So these topics are called low level topics. So first of all, prioritably you should try to talk about the high level topics. Those are either the IR topics or geopolitical topics, international or geopolitical topics. If not, then national interest topics. Sometimes topics come like post-poll violence in Bengal. You must have heard about it, isn't it? The post-poll violence in Bengal had been a high-level topic, but it's not for IR or geopolitical thing, but it is for national interest now. So it can be called a high-level topic. After this, if you're not getting these topics, you're not well prepared for these topics, then you can come for the medium level topic. The medium level topics are mostly based on the social things, social issues, right? Like dowry kind of things, and so many topics we are having. So the social topics are usually called medium level topics. Then we have the low level topics. So initially your priority should be to talk about the high level topics. If you are not well prepared for this, because you have to speak for 3 minutes now. For now you can think at 3 minutes or so less we'll be talking about this for 5 minutes, 6 minutes. But when we start talking about a topic, to 3 minutes, why is not passing on? Like sometimes what happens to me also, I'm practicing and 1.5 minutes have passed and I thought I've done with my thoughts. I don't have enough thought to talk about. In my one of SSB, what I have done with, I talked about a topic and after 2 minutes or 2.5 minutes, I've done with my topic. I've done with my thoughts, I've done with my English as well. So I was about to say I'm completed with my English. I have no more English to talk about. So, but we can't say like that. So you should be well prepared. Even if you're not prepared, you can go for the next level of topics. Any other doubts?
Sir, give some general approach for approaching a personal interview.
Personal interview.
Fresher, how to approach?
You don't need to approach anything. Look, I'll be telling you one thing. Your personal interview is 95% about your PIQ only. If you are well prepared about your PIQ, like what you have to do, if you don't know how to approach your PIQ, na, just try to find 100 questions from your own PIQ. You have got a paper, na? You fill that PIQ form, then try to make 100 questions from that PIQ by your own. So you will be making 5 questions about your father, about your mother, about your hobbies, about your extracurricular activities, your schools, your sports, all the things. Na, 100 questions are really high. So all your questions you will be getting in your personal interview would be in between from those 100 questions only. This is one way, I am telling you. This is not the only way. This is one way. Apart from that, you must have heard about CIQ. Yes. Comprehensive Information Questionnaire. Things. And you are confident. Your eye contact and confidence should be high. So if you are good in all those things, your personal interview would be fine. But general knowledge part doesn't plays a long effect. But I would say कि थोड़ा सा होना चाहिए. If you are going for army ना, so you should know the least things about army. That is expected from all the civilians. You are the defense aspirant na, so you should at least know about all those things, right? Yeah. Anything else?
So
no.
What is the difference between in PPDT also we write story?
Yeah, please be seated.
In the same way in TAT also.
So stories are same, but in PPDT you have to describe your story and you have to mention your heroes and characters of your story as well. So you have to mention those characters, you have to write the action, then you have to write the story and you have to narrate the story as well. Yes. But for your TAT part, you just have to write the story only. You don't have to
start from this situation.
No, the formation is always same. Formation is always same. You have to introduce.
The first line should be this is the situation of.
No, you don't have to describe the situation. Your story should start from your hero only. Like if your hero is named anything, you can say like there is a man called Sanjeev. He works in a IT company. So your story should start from Sanjeev, an IT employee or an TCS employee living in Bangalore, 30 years old. Once was coming back from his office and he got a injured dog between the streets. This is the most one. So this should be the intro. Like you have to complete all the things between 6 to 7 to 8 lines only. So if you would be like introducing your character for 3 to 4 lines, where would your actions be? Yes. You have to have enough space for that, no? Yes. That you are not having. So your introduction should be in one line. In the second line, you can appoint him as a task.
Space is limited, na, sir?
Space is limited, your time is limited. For 4 minutes, you have to think, then write a proper, well-organized story. So you can't write a lot of things. You can't introduce him for a long time. So one line should be for introduction. Second line should be for appointing him a task.
Start from hero only, sir. Ram is so.
Yeah, this is one way I'm telling. This is my way to do. You can have your own way. Like there was a boy living in that and he came back. You may have a general idea of his stories. So you may have hundreds of ideas to write a single story. But this is one idea I am telling you because I am familiar to that idea only, na? Okay.
And what about SRT, sir?
SRT, ma'am would be telling you really nice things about SRT. Like when you are writing the SRT, so like SRT and WAT tells about your intelligence as well. If your responses are long, it means the assessor would be thinking you are intelligent person, right? So your responses should be long. And for SRT, you should be writing in 4 parts, not in one line. What people do, like any SRT is like he was coming back from the jungle and he got a bike punctured. So people will say he got his bike to a puncture shop. He got repaired and came back to home. So it is well formed, na? He came back to the place, got repaired, then came back to home. It should not be in one line. Fractions should be there. 3 to 4 fractions. She will be telling you about this in really nice way. I cannot tell you that way. Okay? Any other doubt? No? Enough for today? Yes. Okay. Thank you all.